There had been a lot of falsehood about what President Mahama intends to do about free SHS. People just concocting lies.
Is it falsehood or we are just playing back his own words to him? Falsehood. The NDC.
Which words were they playing back when they said that President Mahama will cancel free SHS? The man who launched
not about cancelling. Do you remember what Fifi Kwete said about it?
No, but
there are discerning Ghanaians who are asking questions whether at one point the NDC or President Mahama will pause and say, Akufo-Addo, you did well in the bold fashion with which you took this on.
Which means what?
Even though I started it progressively, you took it on globally, universally. And that is what we have. We want to improve it. And not talk as if...
But no NDC person has criticized President Akufo-Addo for taking on or for implementing free SHS to cover all boarding students.
You don't hear anybody giving him the credit he's due.
Oh, many NDC people,
okay.
Even me.
So you hold on record.
Yeah. I have said and I have insisted that this 2024 elections is not going to be about emotions and about rants. It's going to be about the issues. Because thankfully, we have a population that, even if I cannot read, I have a child that has benefited from free secondary education and at least can read and decipher the issues and advise me. We are in the age of AI, fast-paced, social media. So people are a bit more discerning than we were in 1992 when it comes to electoral issues. And I feel that if the former president tells you, and he was quite emphatic, that I actually launched free SHS. And how can I be against something that I launched? And that one of his bases to support his position is that when you go on Google, you have his opponents saying that or lauding him for launching free SHS. I think that to be fair to the viewers, there should have been a follow-up question. Because I saw it.
All right, therefore, MTV, GH, best subscribe. No, I like all of you comment or comment section. I'm so fun and I'm so fun and now. Bema missing so much. Mama say, Wiki Amo and MPP on Virin Napo Kumase as a running mate. Now, on Virin as an audience, send me to Jan and somebody at 2 January and say, Akufo-Addo is the best president ever. Yeah, I went to me for Chroma and compare. Akufo-Addo, you can't developmental project. You could be a one man Ghana, a conanim, or development more. And another don't go Akufo-Addo. And you will know or no Kwame Chroma.
Because he announced
and you could trigger Ghana for be Kasa near Tim DMI, Bicrano, and Nidia Wumunya, crown of the supporting upon a crown.
To make that
now, really, I could sorry, Mr. Happiness. Yeah,
the Gen Z watching John Mahama is because the story was quite clear. Let me read quickly.
It's far better.
The 2012 presidential candidates and others say the president's decision to implement free senior high school education in 2015 was good news for Ghanaians and should be welcome. He said in an interview with an Accra-based another said if the president and his NDC government now consider education policy possible, then it will be good for Ghanaians. I see this as good news. So this is when you announced. Then in 2015, everybody is looking forward to you making senior high school day senior wake up and realize that Nicholas, who is a day student at Kajaji Senior High School, we woke up to realize that Accra High School, which is a pure day school, in 2016, you realize that Senior High School has a pure day school are paying fees. In fact, the video is there where the Aquinas headmaster is sacking the students from writing exams. You have Otu Samuel paying school fees in 2016 as a day student. So clearly, what we need from former President Mahama is his definition. Then we would even understand whether we are debating with the right indicators or not. But based on what we experienced in 2015, if that is what he calls progressive free senior high school, then there is no debate. Because that is not what Nanado preached. What Nanado preached, which he fought against, is completely different from what he announced he would introduce. As a matter of fact, the former president paid 38 cedis of day student fees in 2015. 38 cedis. The day students ended up paying over 462 cedis. He paid 38 cedis. if that is the definition of free senior high school and progressive, which it could be, because he said it's progressive. So maybe this time I'm paying 38, another time I'll add 50. It's fair.
There is a fact of a policy
announcement.
A policy
announcement
beyond announcement.
What did he do? The evidence. I have the
policy initiated for progressively free.
That is false. As a matter of fact.
Only announcement.
No, because I'm looking at a bill.
Okay.
For St. Aquinas School in 2015. I mean, free means, and when you heard him, he said that he had already made day school free and had planned to enroll over 100 and something thousand bodies onto it. But day school wasn't free. This is the receipt. This is the bill. That is why I keep saying that let's separate the emotions and the rants from the fact. You can come back with another definition.
Okay.
And we would accept it. I would accept it. After all, he himself and some others had already experienced or enjoyed free senior high school way before the Constitution. So it's not as if it's something out of the blue. But the fact remains that Nana Addo in 2008 said that based on President Kufuor's decision to make basic education free, which had doubled enrollment, it's obvious that these people would need equal assistance at the senior high school to be able to get in. Otherwise, they will struggle.
He begins the argument by saying NDC midwifed, so to speak, the Constitution. And they put it there in the Constitution. So that was their intention.
Nobody is debating again. I want to contextualize my point. There are so many things in the Constitution that, I mean, didn't the Constitution say that we would realize true democracy when Ghana's governance becomes fully decentralized? Are we fully decentralized?
Okay.
Are we fully? No, let me make the point. We are not,
Right.
So there are so many things in the constitutions that need some enabling, which up to now we still haven't done. The fact is that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo preached free senior high school, completely free senior high school for Ghanaian children as far back as 2008. The NDC, every functionary in the NDC, including the now General Secretary, former President Mahama himself, fought against it. And something, you see, this is a very important conversation. Now listen to this. The former president and his government says that the free SHS is not possible. In fact, the Minister for Education then, Leo Kran, emphatically said that if free SHS was that easy, Kwame Nkrumah would have done it. He's on video.
You're right.
In fact, he said that if it was that easy, Soviet Union would have implemented it. Now, Felix Kwachio Fusu, the aide to the former president, said that free SHS is a scam. It is nothing by a complete political gimmick. It doesn't make sense one bit. He's on video. The former president himself, and this is where it gets interesting, in the year 2016, this is supposed to be 2 years after he claimed he had introduced free senior high school, was on a political platform during the election campaigning period and said, we are not going to implement free senior high school on the whimsical promises of a desperate politician.
Right.
Something that he claimed he had.
Yeah, so I understand.
Something that he claimed he had introduced.
Right.
He said he was not going to implement the same thing he had implemented.
Right.
Everything Dennis Miracle Abuaje, my good brother, has said on this platform are barefaced lies.
That's not correct.
I will demonstrate.
I can tell you that.
Number one,
what you're saying,
don't speak for him.
For example, hold on, but I'm a host.
But
I'm
you're giving me just 2 minutes and you want to share the 2 minutes with me?
Okay, see, he mentions what Leo Kran said about free SHS. You can't contest that. He mentions what Fifi Kwete said about free SHS.
When I finish my response, ask me about Fifi Kwete and Leo Kran.
That is not incorrect.
Number one.
He has shown you a budget line. That is evidence. So please, it is because we can all take judicial notice of that. The issue is so popular that we don't need to say, show us the document.
All right. Samson, I am repeating.
So don't repeat it. Don't repeat. Don't say everything he has said.
But allow me to make my point. Everything he has said
are barefaced lies.